What is up, ladies and gentlemen? YouTube, that's right. I'm Chris, and today I'm going to be talking about the Gods of Egypt director, right? If you've probably been around Facebook or you probably heard in the news recently, he went on this big rant and kind of put a big paragraph kind of talking about how movie critics are kind of just like very mindless people, right? And I'm going to kind of give my two thoughts on this thing, right? Okay, so here it is. Basically, in his letter that he kind of writes, or his article that he writes, and I'll probably put something up that says what it is, where you can find it, right? Is pretty much showcasing that he says that, the critics never really liked my work. He never really got good reviews. And he kind of says that movie critics are pretty much a dying breed. People text their friends all the time, and pretty much they kind of tell them what they thought about the movie. So what if they liked the movie, their friends kind of spread the word, and then they don't really need critics personally. Now, do I agree that movie critics from like newspapers and magazines are kind of a dying breed? It could be, personally. Now, granted, I think everything is going to be kind of on the internet, and most people are already on the internet. So something in a newspaper or whatever, yes, I do kind of see that possibly being one day a dying breed. Right now, no. Now, granted, what he says about how people text each other and tell them what they thought of a movie, that's not really an review or something. There's a difference between, I believe, a reviewer and a critic, right? People on YouTube are reviewers because, to me, personally, they say it in their own words and they don't try to go out of their own comfort zone. Whereas critics, sometimes they try to sound so smart when it comes to delivering certain reviews to the point where you're just like, I can't really relate to any of this. And that's mainly why a lot of people like YouTube reviewers, because they relate to the people and they have their words that feel like normal people talking. Now, for him complaining, and because he basically says, right, that the people that don't like my movies are mindless people that have no good opinion and pretty much no taste in film. And then he says the people that do like his movies have good taste in film. That's where my problem kind of comes with this guy, is that, one, I did enjoy Gods of Egypt for the most part, don't hit me, but I did slightly enjoy Gods of Egypt. Now, the whitewashing thing, I didn't have a problem with because it's not really a serious movie. Now, for this, where he says, if you like his movies, you have a good opinion. If you don't like his movies, you're a mindless drone, pretty much. That's what he's basically saying. Now, for that, it's just that you kind of count him off as a bit of a baby to the point where you're just like, dude, if people don't like your movies, then they just don't like your movies. If your movie's not good, then it's just not good. And sadly, it's not good. Now, the guy is capable of doing some good work. I, Robot, Dark City, and The Crow. Those are great movies, pretty much, or solid films for the most part. And granted, he's right. They never really got great reviews, but he's capable of doing work. But he needs to admit it to himself that his movie just kind of sucked. Now, granted, like I said, it's mildly entertaining, but mildly entertaining doesn't mean that it's actually a good thing. The script sucked. The CGI sucked. Where did $140 million actually go? In his pocket? Because that's about the closest I can probably fathom as to where it actually went. Now, for me personally, his thing is, I get what he's trying to say, because he also says that some critics don't make up their own opinion, and to the point they just want to be politically correct. And that is sometimes true. Sometimes critics do just want to get on the bandwagon and be like, oh, this guy's great in this movie, so they're going to constantly say that. Or this girl's great, or whatever, and this movie is fantastic, or this movie's shit. Everybody, let's just say it's shit. Granted, sometimes it's justified, and sometimes they do kind of get on the bandwagon. But for me personally, for him to just say people are, one way or the other, that's not here nor there. This dude could just like suck it up and just, move on to the next thing. He fucked up, and he did not do a good job on Gods of Egypt. Now, granted, as I said, it's mildly entertaining, but mildly entertaining, once again, is not something that makes a good movie. Would I ever want to see Gods of Egypt again? Sure, when it comes on TV, or if it's halfway done, I probably wouldn't even bother. But my point is this, that he comes off as a baby, basically saying that, if you like his movies, then you're awesome, you're cool. If you don't, then you're an idiot. So that just makes him seem like, dude, I was actually kind of defending you, but now you just came off as this big ass douchebag to the point where you're just coming off as stupid. You didn't see, Mark Webb saying, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, everyone who liked it is great, everyone who didn't is a dickhead. You didn't see Joel Schumacher do the exact same thing. No, they moved on, they did other work, and they carried on with their lives, right? But this dude, he just made a big-ass rant. Not even a year later. This dude waited, I think this weekend to do it, which is ridiculous. But, the movie's still out, It still has a chance to possibly make money. It came in number 2. But now this is just going to get spread to the world, and now people are going to be like, oh, this guy's a dick. I'm not watching this fucking movie. And you probably just caused it yourself. So that's my thoughts on this guy's rant. He's a bit of an idiot, but I still like those 3 movies. But That's a long, long time ago. Comment, subscribe, and like if you actually enjoyed this video. And please subscribe if you actually do. But there it is. Comment, subscribe, and like. Once again, I'm Chris Smith, and I'm signing out.